Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where you don't get dealership rehearsals, you don't get sugar-coated marketing talk, and you definitely don't get those same tired one-liners you've heard 100 times before. Here, it's all about real talk, real cars, and real opinions. Today, we're diving deep into the all-new 2026 Toyota Yaris, a small hatchback that's quietly evolved into something far more refined, efficient, and surprisingly stylish. This isn't the Yaris you remember from the early 2010s. Toyota's given it a serious makeover, with more tech, better materials, and a hybrid powertrain that aims to redefine what a compact city car can be. Exterior. Let's start by taking a walk around this little head-turner, because Toyota clearly decided that just being practical wasn't enough anymore. From the front, the 2026 Yaris looks sharp, athletic, and ready to pounce. The front fascia has been completely reworked to get slimmer, more aggressive LED headlights that merge neatly into a wider grille. It's got that new hammerhead design language Toyota's been rolling out, giving even their smallest cars a more premium identity. The lower bumper has bold cutouts with contrasting black elements that make the car feel planted and sporty. It's the kind of face that finally gives the Yaris some attitude. The hood has subtle creases that catch light beautifully, and the Toyota badge sits proudly up front, hiding the sensors for adaptive cruise and lane assist. Even the base trims look confident, but the higher-spec models bring piano black accents, LED fog lamps, and 16-inch alloy wheels that complete the upscale look. Moving to the side, the proportions of the 2026 Yaris are tight but balanced. It still has that compact hatchback footprint, perfect for city life, but the styling feels more European this time, more sculpted, less bubble-like. The beltline rises toward the rear, and the slightly flared wheel arches give it a planted stance without going overboard. Toyota has stretched the wheelbase just a touch, which doesn't sound like much on paper but makes a noticeable difference inside. The mirrors are now sleeker, the door handles are body-colored, and the overall flow of the car feels mature. There's even a subtle chrome strip along the window line on higher trims that adds a premium touch. And let's be real, with this new design, you can actually park a Yaris next to something like a Polo or Mazda 2, and it won't look out of place. At the back, Toyota kept things simple but modern. The taillights are now fully LED with the light bar stretching across the hatch, which gives it a wider and more planted look. The Toyota emblem sits just above the bar, and the Yaris badging has moved lower from a cleaner layout. The bumper has a two-tone design with integrated reflectors and a small diffuser light pattern and no fake exhaust tips here, thankfully. There's also a small roof spoiler that adds just enough sportiness without being too flashy. And if you go for the sportier trims, you'll get contrasting black roof options and some bolder color choices like electric lime and supersonic red that really make this little car pop on the road. Interior now. Step inside, and this is where Toyota's evolution really shows. The old Yaris was known for being reliable, sure, but not exactly inspiring. The 2026 Yaris changes that completely. The dashboard layout feels like something from a segment above. The materials are soft touch in all the right places, the buttons have a satisfying click, and even the stitching details feel premium. The centerpiece is a new 10.5-inch floating infotainment touchscreen running Toyota's latest software, which is smoother and way more intuitive than before. You get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with voice command that actually works this time. The digital instrument cluster is fully configurable and displays everything from hybrid energy flow to navigation prompts. Ambient lighting subtly runs across the dashboard, and the steering wheel, now borrowed from the Corolla, feels solid and perfectly sized. The seats have also seen a major upgrade. They're well contoured, supportive for long drives, and the fabric or synthetic leather options both feel high quality. Even in the rear seats, space is decent for a compact hatch. Two adults can sit comfortably, and Toyota has cleverly shaped the seat backs to free up extra earroom. The rear windows are large, which helps with visibility, and the 60/40 split folding seats give you decent versatility. The trunk space is around 300 liters, which is more than enough for grocery runs or weekend trips, and if you fold the rear seats flat, you'll find it surprisingly accommodating for a small hatch. Performance under the hood. Toyota offers two main options depending on the market. There's the 1.5-liter three-cylinder engine A, a naturally aspirated unit paired with an electric motor in the hybrid version A, and that's the one most buyers will want. Together, it delivers around 115 horsepower, but more importantly, it's about smoothness and efficiency. The hybrid system seamlessly switches between petrol and electric power, and in city driving, you'll often find it gliding silently on EV mode. Toyota's ECVT has been refined further, so that typical droning sound you used to hear is now less noticeable. The result is a very refined urban experience, quiet, smooth, and incredibly fuel efficient. Toyota claims over 25 kilometers per liter in mixed driving, which is just insane for a non-plug-in car. For those who want a simpler setup, the regular 1.5-liter petrol engine with a manual or CVT is still available. It's not going to set your pulse racing, but it's reliable, responsive, and efficient. The steering is light and accurate, making it easy to maneuver through traffic or tight parking spots, and the suspension tuning strikes a perfect balance, firm enough to keep things composed at higher speeds, yet soft enough to soak up rough patches in the city. The improved chassis rigidity and lower center of gravity really pay off when you're taking corners. The Yaris now feels more planted and less bouncy than its predecessors. Toyota also hasn't forgotten about safety. Every 2026 Yaris comes standard with Toyota's Safety Sense 3.0, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, traffic sign recognition, and blind spot monitoring. It's impressive how many features Toyota has crammed into such a small car, making it one of the safest options in its class. When it comes to pricing, the Yaris still keeps things accessible. In most markets, the base petrol version starts around $19,000, while the hybrid versions go up to about $24,000 to $26,000 depending on trim and options. That's still reasonable considering the build quality, technology, and fuel savings you're getting. And with Toyota's reputation for reliability and resale value, the long-term ownership cost is one of the lowest in the segment. So, after spending time with the 2026 Toyota Yaris, here's the honest take: it's not just an affordable small car anymore, it's a seriously impressive compact that punches above its weight. It's stylish enough to turn heads, refined enough to impress your passengers, and efficient enough to make hybrid skeptics rethink their choices. The Yaris has grown up. It's still small in size, but big in maturity and capability. If you've been waiting for a small car that doesn't feel cheap, this is it. The 2026 Yaris proves you can have practicality, technology, and fun all wrapped up in one tidied little package. Toyota didn't reinvent the wheel here, they just perfected the formula they've been building for years. And that's a wrap for today's review. If you enjoyed this detailed look at the 2026 Toyota Yaris, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts down in the comments, and subscribe to Car Flash for more honest, detailed car reviews every single week. No marketing scripts, no dealership fluff, just real talk about the cars that actually matter. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.